Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria! And this is my next Comrack video, Oban Star Racers, episode 26. Depending on depending on when you saw this episode, it could be of two titles, but I'm going to use the title that I initially saw it as, The Moment of Truth. Uh-oh, Canaletto is here. Time to go to work. So, let's get to it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Because I refused the Avatar's crown, Canaletto was freed from the chains that held him for 10,000 years.
Dear.
Now Oban is dying, and it's my fault.
Oh.
If we don't reach the Temple of the Heart before Canaletto and crown me Avatar, all will be lost.
No!
My friends have stood by me. This is our last great challenge.
Yo!
I hope we all return.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that sentiment. All I'm gonna say is I think the moment of truth is definitely be a very appropriate time. Yeah, it's like the series has certainly changed a great deal, but it's still so awesome. Oh. Definitely the moment of truth. Everything that's happened in these opening credits is about to come to its final conclusion. Yo! Oh. Episode 26, The Moment of Truth. It's dark and also kind of bright and scary over there. Huh? Okay. We got no choice though, gotta keep going. It's like, I don't think this was here the last time. Right here.
Looks like we don't have much of a choice.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Molly, stand between us. We cannot let Canaletto near you.
Okay.
Hang on! Something's coming!
Oh dear. Maybe we shouldn't stand here. Let's get out of here. Yeah.
The pyramid hasn't been activated. Where is he?
He's here all right, in the darkness.
Good. Oh great. Big scary enemy and he's in the darkness somewhere. Looks like he could be anywhere.
I can't stand this. Let's force him into the open.
Molly, stay here for now. If something happens, run for the pyramid and don't look back.
Okay. I don't think this is such a good plan, though.
Take this.
Oh.
It's not much, but I promise even Canaletto will feel its royal sting.
Oh. Well, thanks, Aika.
Thanks.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Ready?
I'll expect you both back very soon.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, poor Eva. As always, the silence is deafening. Behind you! Where is he? Uh-oh. Oh dear. Run! Fire! Fire! Keep firing! Fire! Fire! Oh dear. Ooh, that looked like that hurt. Uh-oh.
Get down!
Get down! Boom! Oh dear. Wow. Did we get him? Jordan, you okay? Oh. There.
Are you all right?
No. Does he look all right?
Don't worry about it. It's just a scratch.
Jordan.
Oh dear.
Forget me. Go to the pyramid. Ica will protect you.
Yo. Okay.
You stay here. We won't be long.
All right. Don't worry. I'll be fine here. Oh, poor guy. Hi. Okay. Go. Like, I'll cover you. Go. I don't think anyone would notice that at all. But perhaps that may have been the idea.
You won't escape.
Oh dear. Shoot him! Shoot him now! Uh-oh. It's like you think that little arrow was gonna stop me. Oh. Run! Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. The place is collapsing. Oh dear. No. This isn't going well.
Ica!
Ica?
Ica!
Ica? You okay? That would be no.
Ica!
Oh no, Ica, no!
Jordan!
Jordan?
Where
Jordan?
are you?
Anyone? Molly. Oh dear. Well, this is definitely not going very well. Poor Eva. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Oh dear, we are doomed. Oh my gosh. Get him, Eva, get him!
Your inner resources never cease to amaze me, but you are destined not to defeat me, Eva.
Oh great! Oh, wait, you know my real name? Oh, how nice.
You know my real name?
Yeah.
I know everything about you, my dear child. For
good.
centuries I wove and unwove the threads of time just to find you. You are my creation, my secret weapon, my most trusted pawn.
But that's a lie!
Deep down inside, you know I speak the truth. Who else would have refused the Avatar's crown? I patiently waited in my cell these many years, for I knew you would come, Eva, to set me free.
You're lying.
Oh dear.
I wasn't even meant to race.
And yet you did, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh dear.
Rick's crash, it was you. You caused it.
Yes.
Oh.
The
dear.
human had the potential to win, but far too high an opinion of himself to refuse the Avatar's throne. He had to be removed.
Oh.
You got rid of Sul too, didn't you?
That wasn't part of my original plan. One must improvise. The fool dared to toy with the course of destiny. My entire plan was in jeopardy.
Oh dear. Poor Sue.
Never been free. You controlled everything.
Oh.
You were free, Eva.
Uh-oh.
The loss of your mother and the desertion of your father created a perfect alchemy, a blazing pain within you. Once in place, I simply waited for this flame to reach Oban and set the entire galaxy ablaze.
My mother, it was you. You made her crash. You made her crash, didn't you?
She had to go to bring out the best in you.
Uh-oh.
Forget the past, Eva.
Oh dear.
This is a new beginning. Together we will tear down this flawed world and build a new one, full of purity. A world without pain. A changeless world of perfect and eternal stillness. Surrender yourself to me, Eva.
No, Eva, don't do it.
There is nothing to fear.
I disagree with that. Poor Eva.
Be gone, Canaletto.
You have no purpose here.
You are no longer the Avatar. Enough. The Pyramid of Power has been activated as is required. Now fulfill your function. Give me back the powers of Oban.
Oh dear. Things seem pretty bad, don't they? Hmm?
Jordan?
Jordan?
I love you, Molly.
Agaram takara nagaram saka. Agaram takara nagaram saka. Agaram takara nagaram saka. Agaram takara nagaram saka.
No, Jordan! No! Wait, what? Wait a minute.
Jordan!
Jordan! No! No! Wait! No! Yes! Take that! Yay! Uh-oh, boy. Hmm? Yo! You're coming! Yo! Oh my gosh! Ah!
Molly,
What just happened? Oh, what was that?
Molly, wake up.
Jordan?
Jordan? What happened to you? Your body?
That's
Good
just
question.
for show.
Oh.
The creators tell me it will wear off in a few weeks. But
Oh.
I've settled into my new role.
Already?
So you're the Avatar?
Someone had to do it.
Yo.
I'm so sorry. You were never meant to.
Don't worry about it. It was my own choice.
Yo.
I've always wanted to do something really big in my life, but I never had the strength to do anything on my own until now. I did this completely on my own. And let me tell you, it's really big.
I would say so.
It's time for me to leave now. The creators have lots to teach me, and very little time.
Jordan,
Don't say anything.
Aww.
Jordan? Jordan?
Jordan?
Take care of yourself, Molly.
Aww. Bye. Goodbye, Jordan. Like, where am I now? Ooh. Wow. This place has sure changed a lot since the last time we were here. Aika! Yay!
Aika!
Huh? Hi, Molly. Oh!
Molly, I'm so glad you made it.
Yay.
But what happened to Jordan? Is he...
Where's Jordan? What happened? Is he dead too?
He's fine.
Oh.
Better than ever.
Oh. Okay. Ooh. The flying temple, and it's all shiny and new. Yo.
They made it.
Yay. Huh? Huh? Yay! They got to live! Yes!
Eva!
Yay!
Dad!
Dad, I'm so glad to see you.
Eva!
Eva, yay!
Prince Aika!
Yay! He got to live too!
So ended the great race of Oban.
Yay! Yay! Victory!
We'll meet again soon, I promise. You must
Oh.
see my kingdom.
With great
Oh.
pleasure. But don't forget, I'll be waiting.
Goodbye, Molly. Take care of
Bye.
yourself.
Bye, Aika.
Jordan didn't come to see us off. I guess he was busy.
Eva! Hurry up!
Hurry up! Come on! It's time to go home.
Goodbye, Oban.
Yo.
Goodbye, partner. You'll be the best avatar ever.
Yo. Poor Jordan. This shot looks familiar. It's been a while since we've seen it, though. Time to go home. So
Jordan
good
always
being.
said we'd get the red carpet treatment back on Earth.
You would think so.
We got the treatment all right.
Except they were wrong. Hey, we're on your side, remember?
Powerful burst of energy released into the cosmos by Oban was felt all the way back to Earth.
Oh my gosh.
Somehow it disabled all of the Earth and Krog warships. Everyone believes the two enemies laid down their arms voluntarily. In reality, our faraway adventures ended the war, but we were ordered never to speak of it. The truth must remain top secret forever.
Okay.
Stan and Koji returned to work for Miguel.
Yo. Guess what happened to us? I'm so glad to have you guys back. Yay!
Don Wei? Well, he returned to his sweet self in the racing team.
What are you waiting for?
Oh dear.
And I returned to school. A different one.
Good.
Nicer and closer to home.
Yay!
But still, a school.
Oh well, we've all had to do it.
Some days I feel like none of it really happened. I never left Earth. It was just a dream.
I can understand that. It's like, who would believe her?
But it wasn't a dream.
No.
I've got my dad back. I
Yay!
guess I was given the ultimate prize after all.
Aww.
All I ever wanted was for us to be a family again. And now we are.
Oh, the symbolism.
Eva, are you okay?
Yes, Dad, I'm fine.
Yo.
Being Molly was fun. But it's good to be Eva again.
Yo. And so ends Oban Star Racers. Yo. And thank you to you very hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Yo. It's like, wow. I mean, it's just a... I mean, I'm just gonna get comfy. This is gonna be a long one. Because this was such an awesome series, and I don't think something like this will probably ever happen again. And because, wow, because there was just such quality in this work, and this piece of animation, and the story, and the music, and just everything. And ultimately, it was just awesome. It had an awesome conclusion. Yo! Oh dear, oh dear. And basically, everything seemed really bad, but everything worked out great. Yay! Yes, and Eva's mom would definitely be very proud of her. Yo! So that was the moment of truth. And yay, we all live! Yes! And a lot of the characters got to live too. It's like, unfortunately, I forgot about the what I'll call Aika's sword master, I believe his name. I was like, he got to live too. I kind of forgot about him during the last episode, but yeah, it's like he somehow managed to live too. Yay! And the other racers and a lot of the and all that, you know. So things were still bad, but it actually worked out pretty good in the end. And even just seeing how this is how Oban is supposed to look, I assume most of the time, because yeah, it's like yeah, Oban was quote-unquote dying, so yeah, so all the other colors were kind of like, you know, Oban going into sort of like fall and all that stuff. But here, Oban's back, and it's alive, and it's been renewed, and again, even the Flying Temple is brand new, and, you know, and all that stuff, so, yo! So that was pretty cool. I mean, wow, I mean, the opening portion of this episode was, wow, ouch. It's like, wow, that was pretty harsh, to say the least. But again, it's always darkest before the dawn. And all that stuff. It's like, yeah. Jordan tried to fight off Canaletto and basically failed and had his leg crushed by his own gun. Ouch. Yeah, and Aika, pretty much the same thing, was almost killed by his own arrow, so, oh dear. Poor Eva was just like, Jordan, Aika, are you okay? It's like, no. It's like, oh my gosh, that's just so, I definitely feel for poor Eva there. It's like, my two friends who had, real weapons and stuff, they're dead, or they've been beaten up or something. I am so dead, is probably what she's thinking right now, because, oh my god, is this itty bitty little dagger? It's like, if they couldn't handle this, what makes you think I can? But in some ways, it's kind of what makes that whole scene kind of worthwhile. It's like, they don't have a prayer of defeating Canaletto in, like, brute force and stuff. They have negative chance of defeating them. But it was still really cool, because, yeah, I mean, again, I do have to comment on this as well. It's like, I love the moment where Eva is, like, she's stepping back away from Canaletto. Of course, why not? He's this huge, massive guy who just defeated both her friends, and grabs the dagger, and is just like, ah! It just charges at him, and unfortunately, he incinerates the knife and stuff, so... It's like basically without even trying, but it's like, oh dear. As I like to say, that was such what I like to call a Blue Star moment. It's like, she's initially afraid, because this is what Blue Star would do. It's like, he's initially afraid of something, but then he'll go and do whatever he has to do to overcome it and stuff. So that's exactly what she does, that she finds the strength to go and charge this guy. It's all I like to say, if I'm going down, I'm going down with my gun muzzle hot and pointed straight at the enemy's head. As I like to say. If I'm going down fighting. It's basically what she's thinking. Okay, that was a little bit too, getting myself involved a little bit too much there. He's like, but even Canaletto comments on that. That's like, well, your inner resources never cease to amaze me. Well, that's good, sort of. And yeah, it's like, wow, and of course, more exposition from Canaletto, and it's like, parts of me was thinking, why is sort of in almost true evil genius fashion, it's like, why is he even talking with her? Why doesn't he just, like, pick her up and just make her put her hands on the pyramid? I'm gonna kind of assume that there had to be sort of almost a quote-unquote free will kind of a thing, maybe, sort of thing. Not really, but, it's like, I guess he has to sort of convince her that there's nothing that she can do or something along those lines, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, because otherwise it just seems like, why doesn't he just pick her up and just put her and force her to touch the pyramid? But, And of course, it's like, once he does that, he pretty much throws her aside and stuff, so... So, yeah, of course, he's like, you would, because she's just a pawn to him. He doesn't care about her. Of course not. So, oh dear, that scene was definitely rough. But, yeah, that was such an awesome conclusion, though. It really was. It's like, I think we were partially spoiled on the forum because somebody commented, because I believe the original aired in France, because yeah, this was a joint French-Japanese production, and it was mostly made for Europe, so I think it aired there. Somebody commented on, oh, the ending is going to be awesome, and then Jordan's, I don't remember exactly the, it's like, Jordan's role is so important, and I think we all sort of figured out that, oh, wait a minute, he's gonna be Avatar. Oh, so yeah, I kind of saw that coming, but it was still pretty cool and awesome anyway, so, I mean, that was such a cool thing. It's like, oh, I love you, Molly. And it's like, oh, before throwing himself into there, and I definitely identify with Jordan, how he feels. It's like, I so understand that. It's like, I've never been strong enough to do anything on my own, but I did this completely on my own, so yo-ho, so good for you, Jordan, yo. And I kind of like that, and I think some people in the audience probably understand that too. Yeah, I mean, that was just so cool. And oh no, I'm losing it already. It's like, because there was a lot going on. There's a lot happened. Literally everything that has happened in the previous episode has all come down to this moment. Yes, I thought for a moment this episode may have been was on the DVD. It's listed as A New Avatar Rises, so I forgot that the actual episode title is in fact The Moment of Truth, which is absolutely the right title for this episode. I kind of didn't want to say that at the beginning, a new Avatar, a new Avatar Rises, because that would kind of be a spoiler. I mean, I guess in some ways you could figure out an Avatar is going to arise one way or the other. Whether it's Canaletto or somebody else, it's like an Avatar is going to arise at the end of this episode. Whether it's good or bad for us is going to be the big question. So, but obviously I'm very glad that it was Jordan, because Canaletto he's definitely evil and everything. It's like, oh my gosh, and it's... But, there's an interesting question about the scene. Well, Canaletto has all these, I don't know, foresight abilities or whatever you want to call it, if he could do all this stuff, how come he didn't see Jordan? You know, how come he couldn't predict that Jordan was going to do this? I think it's usually how all evil villains are brought down. It's all about arrogance, and that, you know, it's like he's just like, it's game over in his eyes and all that. It's like, and all that. It's like, I am about to take over the throne of Oban and all that stuff. He doesn't even see Jordan. It's like, Jordan's just another pathetic pawn. He doesn't matter, and all that. I guess that's the thought, but it's kind of a cool. I mean, there was definitely a couple of thoughts from the forum. I remember it's like, you know, it's ironic that Canaletto was destroyed by the very power that he was seeking. And I give credit to whoever said that on the forum, because it was absolutely true. That was absolutely right. So yo-ho. But yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, I don't think I would have seen Jordan becoming Avatar coming otherwise, but that was just so cool, and I'm glad that it all worked out. I mean, but of course, it's also very sad for poor Jordan. I mean, he's literally watching, you know, the woman he loves fly away and probably never to see her again. I'm going to assume that there's sort of like, no, I think he knows that he can't allow himself to see Eva again. That it's sort of, that's it. I have to let her go. It's like I'm the Avatar now, and I can't let myself get, you know, involved with someone like her and stuff, and because that would be complicated. Of course, is the short answer, I think, and it's just simply not going to work out. So, poor guy. But you know, but I'm sure Jordan will make a great Avatar. But at the same time, as somebody else once said on the forum, it's like, isn't anybody concerned that the person who said, it's like, I'm a gunner, I break things, it's my job, aren't you concerned that he's that guy's Avatar? But I'm sure Jordan will make a great Avatar and all that, so yo. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, this episode was just so awesome. I mean, it was definitely very scary kind of at the beginning and creepy and something, because yeah, it's like, ooh. But the ending was awesome, because yeah, it was just such emotion. It was just so touching, and it's like, it all works out, yay! I mean, it seemed kind of bad for a very long time, but it's like, you know, love will always prevail over evil. I think it's sort of a thing as well, and of course, Eva and her dad are back together again, yay! That's just so great. I mean, so it's like, even Eva says, like, you know, I guess I got the ultimate prize after all, so yo, you know, and I think that was the right way to resolve this conflict and bring it to to resolve the story and all that and bring it to conclusion. Is that yeah, she went back to school, but you know, her dad was there this time, and yo-ho. So yeah, but at the same time, a lot of things didn't change. It's like Stan and Koji just simply went back to their old job. I wonder how much of the story they could actually tell. What was it? Oh darn, I forgot. Miguel. Oh yeah, Miguel. I wonder how much of that story they were able to tell him. It's like, you won't believe this story. It's like, you won't know. You can't possibly imagine where we've been and the things we've done. Oh, and by the way, we lost the Arrow 1 and the Arrow 2. Yeah, and Don Wei went back to his charming self on the racing team. But you know what? It appears that whatever Don Wei's doing actually works on the racing team, so... But that's okay. I mean, I think in some cases, yeah, we have the persona that we have at work and then the persona we have at home. And sometimes, you know, you gotta be mean at work, and sometimes, yeah, and then at home you can be nice and stuff. So anyway, there was an interesting thought that I've always had, that I've always thought about. It's like, they came back with, like, nothing. You know, they left with a truck, 2 star racers. Oh, and by the way, oh yeah, they lost a couple of their people too. Well, no, Rick, I'm sure Rick doesn't really count, I guess. But yeah, it's like Jordan. What happened to Jordan? Didn't and all that. But yeah, it's like, yeah, they're star racers, all their equipment, the truck. Whatever happened to the truck anyway? I guess it's back on Alwas. I guess it must have been sort of doing like, well, all the little things and stuff like that. I guess I'm losing it, I guess. But yeah, it's like none of that stuff came back. It's like it was either destroyed or lost or... It's like, yeah, the Arrow 3 is a pile of scrap on Oban. You know, we don't even know what happened to the Arrow 1. I think it probably, and all that is like basically, yeah, it's like the only thing they came back with was the clothes that were on their back. Everything else is toast. Oh dear. Oh dear. So that was kind of an interesting thought. Yeah, but there was obviously... Oh no, it's like, I remember on the forum writing, oh, it was a casualty list. Of like all the characters that made it and all the characters that didn't make it back and all that. I mean, the good news is a lot of them did make it back. I mean, but unfortunately there were casualties, of course. Obviously Sewell, Ondai's pets. Oh yeah, Ondai, of course. Yeah, but all Ondai's pets. It's like, unless somebody came to rescue them, they went down with the Flying Temple. Satis and all that, so unfortunately I think it's like I'm just sort of thinking, you know, wrapping up all these little things and stuff, which I've always kind of thought was kind of interesting for some reason. But yeah, I mean, the big thing here is that it all worked out in the end. It was a great series and it was just awesome. I mean, it really is basically a very long movie, and its story was just great, and there was such dedication to this movie. I mean, my gosh, I mean, I just watched the second part of the sort of the making of Oban Star Racers, and wow, Mr. Savin, oh my gosh, I mean, everybody on this team worked insanely hard. I mean, but Mr. Savin and his team moved to Japan and basically lived there while this production was going on, and Savin was just going around everywhere and working like 17, 18-hour days and things, and just, oh... I mean, there was just such dedication to this project, and the quality was just outstanding. It was just... I don't think there's going to be another series like this, or at least it won't happen very often, and I really do like the series, and... And in some ways, you know, what might have a little bit of relation to MLP in that it has one really good, strong female role model. Because at the end, in that second part, is like Savin is actually talking to a female fan, and she's like, you know, and they're both basically discussing this. Is that, you know what? She's not weak. She's not strong all the time. She's, you know, she's sensitive, but she's strong. She's, you know, but she's a great female role model, and I think that's great. And we certainly need more of that, because I believe at the beginning of the series, there were people who were trying to push Mr. Savin to, you know, make Eva a guy. It's like, and basically he stuck to his guns on that one and said no. And I'm glad that he did. And to tie into something that Lauren Faust said during PonyCon 2016, was that, you know, guys and girls are about the same. Most of the things that guys and girls go through is about the same. So, you know, so there's almost no difference in writing between them. So... and all that, so sort of a thing, and that, you know, definitely pushing for more female characters. I definitely agree with that. I would love to have more female leads, certainly like these characters, and I think that, you know, Eva was such a cool character. It's like, yeah, she could have been a guy, but it was awesome that she was a girl too, and stuff and all that. And I don't know where I'm going with this right now because I'm losing it. But yeah, it's like, I'm so glad that there was a very good, strong female lead here. That she wasn't strong all the time, she wasn't weak all the time. She was, you know, she was strong when she needed to be, but could be sensitive when she needed to be too. So that was good. Basically, she's a real person. She's not this, you know, and all that stuff. So, and I think she is a good role model for girls and stuff, especially that she took responsibility for her own actions and all those things, and she did what she had to do. It's like, yeah, just like in that moment with Canaletto, it's like she had a moment of, but then she finds whatever she needed, and she went and she did it, and good for you, Eva. I love that. That was awesome. This was an awesome series. I really, really like it, and yeah, it got all kind of dark and evil and scary and stuff towards the end, when the first half and the second half are almost two completely different shows, but again, it made sense for them to be that way, because this is literally the moment of truth. This is, everything comes down to like this one episode. This isn't the time to be funny, this is the time to be serious and all that, and do what we have to do and all that stuff. But at the same time, I still like the first half of the series, that it was funny, it was entertaining, and all that stuff. But again, overall, this series was an awesome series, and I really enjoyed it, and I think had a really good role model for girls and just about everybody, and just overall the series was really good. And thank you to everyone who worked on this series. I know that even just from watching the making ofs, that this was a labor of love, and I certainly appreciate everything that you've done to make this series possible. So yo-ho, and I will certainly be watching it for years to come. So that is the end of the Oban Star Racers videos. So I hope you've enjoyed them, and thank you for watching. And as always, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.